Let's talk about something a lot of us or a lot of people do not want to admit. The thing is, you are not confused. You are seeing the sign. You are just choosing to actually ignore all of the sign. Because deep down in you, you like this person. Or let me say, you like him. Or maybe you've already invested your time, your efforts, your energy, your feelings. But let's be very honest, guys. If he does any of this to you, or if you see any of these signs consistently, then he is wasting your time. Not maybe, not sometimes, he is actually wasting your time. And I need you to hear this without sugarcoating. Or will I say, if you have to keep guessing where you stand, where you are actually standing with him, then this video is for you. So one of the sign is he only talks to you when it is convenient for him. Can you imagine that he disappears and then suddenly reappear like nothing actually happened? No explanation, no accountability, just vibe. Who does that? 1 minute he's all over you, then the next minute he's silent. And when he actually comes back, you are just happy to hear from him again. So you actually do not even need to ask question. You do not ask. You are just excited. Why? It's because he's there. You know what, girlies? Let me tell you what that is. You are not a priority. You are an option. A man that actually values you don't check in when he is bored, but when he stays consistent. The second part is he actually avoid defining the relationship. Imagine that anytime you bring up the topic such as the question like where are we, he change it. He will change the topic, or he will joke about it, or he will even say things like let's just go with the flow. The thing is, flow to where exactly? Because the crazy part is you are emotionally invested. Like you as a woman is already emotionally invested, but to him he is still acting like a single guy. So girlies, listen to me attentively. If a man wants you, he will not be confused about you, because confusion is not to stay, rather it is a sign. Now the third point, that if we actually see this third point, we have to remove our slippers and run for it. Now the third point is his action don't match his words, because he will always say things like I like you, right? I care about you. I'm serious about you. But this action, no effort, no consistency, no real commitment. You are actually holding on to what he said, but ignoring what he does. And the truth is, actions will always expose intentions. Never ignore this third point. Now, this fourth point is actually something that we really want to hear, because it's really, really important. This fourth point is actually something that we don't even want to hear, but then I will say it as usual. The fourth point is he keeps you hidden. Imagine that you've been with this particular person for a month, maybe even longer, or even a year or years, yet nobody knows you. Not his family, not his friends, not even his social media to post on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on IG. You actually exist in private but never in public. Let me say this clearly. A man who is proud of you will not hide you, because you are not a secret unless he has something to actually hide. The next point is you are always the one trying. You are the one texting. You are the one calling. You are the one checking up all the time. If you actually stop putting in the efforts, everything dies off. That is not a relationship. That is you carrying something alone. And then, you know the funny part? Love is not supposed to feel like begging for attention. You are not supposed to be begging for attention. You are supposed to be cherished, loved, and cared for, not to beg and long for it. Now the next point is he will actually give you just enough to stay. What does this mean? Enough to stay what? Note that this is the most dangerous part, because whoever that is doing this, you really don't even have to stay long. You have to leave, because he doesn't treat you well consistently, but he gives you just enough moment to keep you attached. That means a sweet message here, a random call there, small attention to just something enough to confuse you. Girly, girly, you know what that is. You know what that is. That is not love. That is actually control. Like I said earlier, this is the most dangerous part, because it's just trying to confuse your emotions, confuse your brain. That is especially when you are already emotionally invested or interested in this person. He will try to use that to confuse you, but note that it is not love, that is control. So my girlies, this last point is actually the point that each and every one of us have it, either in men or in women. This particular thing is called intuition. Now your intuition will always and always keep warning you. That intuition never lies. It never and never and never lies. Because deep down in you already, you know that something is off, you know that something is wrong, you know that something is not just okay. But you know the crazy part, you will keep making excuses for him. You will always keep making excuses. Maybe he's busy, maybe he's going through something, maybe I'm overthinking. Oh God. Girly, girlies, you are not overly thinking. You are not overly thinking. You are not noticing the pattern. Yes, you are not actually noticing the pattern, and your intuition is trying to protect you, is trying to warn you, is trying to tell you, is trying to protect you to stop and stop. Do not go further. But your emotions, you will try to always justify. Do not justify. It does not lie. This does not lie. Listen to it. Alright, girlies, come closer. Let me tell you something that might be actually hard for you to hear, but then it has to be said. Because sometimes the reason you are still there, it's not because you are hoping he will change, maybe. It is because you are in love with potential, not reality. But you need to know that potential will waste your time if reality never changes. And time is something you don't get back. So why waste your time when you know you can just walk away? Okay, girlies, I'm so sorry if I was a little bit harsh on you guys, but then the truth has to be said, because as I'm talking to you, I'm actually talking to myself. I actually experienced some of this sign some years ago, and so I had to make the right choice, and then I am sharing it in case someone out there is actually going through this similar thing, because you really do not have to waste your time. Make that move and get up and leave, and then you will see a different vibe. So if you see these signs, girls, don't ignore them. Do not ignore them. Don't explain them anyway, because the right person will not make you question your worth. Oh well, if this actually hits you, you already know why. Don't forget to actually like this video, comment, and also subscribe to Gift Unfiltered. And then also tell me in the comments which of these signs have you experienced. Well, NEPA just took the light. I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.